Hi guys, this is Antoine. So today I have a great video that I think is going to interest a lot of you. A good friend of mine, Sara. Sara, say hello.
Hi.
Just published a website. She built a website on her own and put it on Facebook. And I took a look at it because I'm an internet marketer. The first thing I looked at, and I said, wow, this is a great website. This is what you're looking in front of you right now. Look at this thing. Now look and see how cool Sara looks with a black jacket, and she looks really cool. I mean, you did a great job on the website. I thought it looked really, really sharp. I was impressed. But the first thing I noticed, because I'm an internet marketer, is I went in a tab right there, and I noticed that the website was not optimized for SEO. And that's a big problem. So because Sara's my friend, I said, why don't you come and then we'll create a video and I'm going to walk you through what you need to know about SEO. You ready?
I'm ready, and I'm so grateful that we're doing this.
Thank you. Here is the first thing. So I asked Sara, the first thing that I need to know is what are your keywords, what are your demographic, and what are your geographical area. So for Sara, obviously she's in Lake Worth. Her business address is in Lake Worth. And the reason why I added West Palm Beach here is because West Palm Beach is the largest city next to us. It's significantly larger. We're the small town just south of West Palm Beach. And although geographically she is in Lake Worth, that would be the next big cities for her to basically market herself. I think that it's really important for all of you to know that before you can conquer, and I have people that come to me all the time and they says, well, I want to market my business and my services throughout the entire county or throughout the entire state or sometime throughout the entire United States. Before you can do that, you need to conquer your backyard. You know, if you're not going to own your backyard, then you have no shot at going and thinking countywide and whatnot. The first thing you need to do is you at least need to be strong. You need to be number one in your town. And if you're not number one in your town, you have zero chance at being number one or on page one in any other city, county, and whatnot. Okay? So I asked her that, and she gave me that information, and she gave me life coach, personal development, anxiety, and personal growth. And what was really interesting, what Sara told me, she said, I actually need help with that because I'm not exactly sure. And I think that was great because that's really the thing with everybody. And I'm going to show you the first tip in identifying your keywords. Now, I have a tool that I use, a professional tool. I'll show you that. This is a tool that most SEO company use. It is not free. It's expensive, but it gives you tons of information. I'm going to show you the free way to do it, and then I'm going to show you the paid version and how it gives you a little bit more depth, because obviously I'm trying to plug in my SEO services, right?
Awesome.
I mean, it's fair game, right? So the first thing I do is I go to Google, and let me split that screen here. I'm going to put it right there so I have the keywords, and I'm going to take life coach. I'm going to take life coach and I'm going to put it there. And actually what's even better is I'm going to not do it the copy and paste way. Is I'm going to write life. And then see, right, the first thing comes is life coach. So it's giving me Google what Google is helping me with. So I didn't type coach. So let me type coach, CO coach, and look at that. Now Google is already telling me the dominant keywords that people are using when they're searching for life coach. So life coach Miami, life coach certification, life coach salary, which means that around life coach, this is what people are looking for. So that's the first thing. And so if I see anyone there that actually would be better than what I'm looking for, which Miami certification and salary doesn't apply to you, then I'm going to type life coach, right? And then I'm getting the result. And what I can see here is because I am in Lake Worth, just like Sara, and close to West Palm Beach, it's actually giving me the results. So it's giving me from the map, it's giving me Tanya Sheridan, Giselle Denise Santome, LSS Harmony, and then what is life coaching? And I'm starting to see the result, lifecoaching.com, lifecoach.com, lifecoaching.com. So this is really, really hard competition. You have Wikipedia. By the way, you'll never beat Wikipedia, okay? So when you're seeing .edu, .gov, and like big sites like Yelp, Wikipedia and whatnot, you have zero chance of beating these guys. Okay, just so you know. Like, so if they have the 1, 2, and 3 spot, the best you can get is number 4, unless you're going to put enormous amount of money around it. What's important, I think that's a great tip for you, is Yelp is actually showing up life coach. That is interesting to me, because I think that Yelp could be a source for you to generate leads for you. Google is telling you that. It's telling you that because it's highly relevant, being in the 5th position or 6th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th position is Yelp. And if you go, this is where the secret is. And if you go all the way at the bottom, see this little thing here? Searches related to life coach. Google is giving you all the answers you need to know. So here is what I'm going to do. Find a life coach. Think about it. You would have never thought of using that keyword, would you? No. So that's a good, actually, keyword that goes around. Life coach. So let's put it here. Find a life coach. Life coach certification. Life coach definition. That actually that's interesting for you. Because you could have that in the body of your text. And I'm going to explain to you how that works. Life coach training. Oh, that is a good one. Did you get training for being a life coach?
I'm a social worker, and I've done some training as well as a life coach.
Online? Do you do anything online?
Okay, most
great.
of my work is online.
So here's the deal that you're going to get. And this is going to be, what do you life coach cost? That actually is really important. And life coach job is not, right? It's just really not. Whoops, V. All right, so here's what we have now. Around life coach is we've just, in a matter of 5 minutes, gotten 5 keywords that are completely around life coach. So what it's telling us, by the way, in terms from a Google standpoint, is that what Google is saying is that all those words are relevant around life coach. So basically what you need to do is you need to insert every single one of these words in the copy of your web page about life coach. It needs to say that at least once in the body, because what Google is going to do, Google is going to scan your website. It is going to pick up Sara Dochterman, life coach in Lake Worth, and then it's going to look at scan the rest of your thing, and it's going to pick up, here is how you find a life coach. Here is the life coach, where is the definition of a life coach. I've received a lot of life coach training. I also do a lot of my life coaching online. And here is the cost for a life coach. You've basically have told, oh, you are highly relevant around those keywords. Google is giving you the answer. It's telling you, use this because all this, that. Just a little tip. It was right in front of you, right? And you just did not know. So that's the first step. So we're going to stick around life coach because she's got personal development, anxiety, and personal growth. Now, what I'm going to say, let me just pull anxiety because I think that one is going to be important, and then we'll go back to life coach because we've got the essence of what this is about, and you can do the rest basically on your own. Anxiety for me is a dangerous keyword, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because, first of all, it is a life coach is a medium tail keyword, which means it's a combination of 2 words. A short tail keyword would be attorney. Imagine how competitive it would be for you to try to compete for attorney. Completely insane, right? Mm-hmm. How about now a divorce attorney? That would be a little bit less competitive, right? Because now, so that's a medium tail. Because now you've defined, no, I'm not just any attorney, I'm a divorce attorney. Now think about if you said divorce attorney in Lake Worth. Now, this is a long tail keyword. Now you just really are narrowing your field. You're saying, no, I'm not a divorce attorney in the world. I'm a divorce attorney in Lake Worth. It's the exact same thing for you. You're not life, or you're not a coach. You're a life coach. You're a life coach in Lake Worth. And inside the body of your text, you need to say, okay, and this is what I specialize in. Because there is a life coach that, there'll be more towards health and well-being. Some will be more about mental health. So it would be more about, making it in life and all that. So you need to define yourself. The more you define yourself, the more you're going to attract your target market. Because now you need to say, by the way, I work best with women in the age of 40 to 60 and kind of like go around that. So what is interesting to those women? Your text needs to wrap this up. So let me go back to anxiety, and here's the problem that, whoops, why didn't that work? Okay, we'll cut that, I guess. Anxiety. So anxiety, so the first thing I get, obviously, is I get WebMD, right? And I get health, and then I get news, and I get a .gov. You have zero chance, zero. Can you hear me? Zero chance to beat a .gov. EDU, same thing, out. Wikipedia, The Atlantic, that's a magazine, CNN, New York Mag, Psychology Today. So those are the types of words where you need to, the type of keywords you need to stay away from. It's anxiety what? So maybe you're an anxiety coach. Now we're getting somewhere, right? So it's you're dealing with anxiety, but it's like, so anxiety coach. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we've just taken out all those things, the CNNs, the WebMD, all those guys that we're never going to be able to compete with. Which, by the way, it's really not your world, right? Anxiety is not your world. It's anxiety coaching women in Lake Worth, West Palm Beach area. That is your domain. So that's the keyword you need to get. That's really important. So anxiety coach, and we're going to say in West Palm Beach. Right, there you go. Thumbtack is actually coming up. That's actually interesting, and you got an ad. So now, well, the other thing that you can actually do is the same thing here. We're going to remove that so you can see that. I mean, you have some therapists, you have some pretty big groups here and everything. So I think it's going to be very competitive for you to go in that space. But again, you do the same thing, and like how to get rid of anxiety.
Gotcha.
So it's giving you all the sentences, all the long term. Anxiety coach podcast, anxiety coach depersonalization. I have no idea what that means, but obviously that's actually big in that thing. Anxiety coach worry period. Anxiety symptoms. So if you're going to be, if you're going to have a page around anxiety because it's a product that you need to have, or it's a service you provide, then you need to include all those words. Okay. So that's the thing, and how you get to the how you get your keyword. Now, let me show you my tool, the Life Coach. I'm going to take that. I'm going to go into Moz. It's called Moz. You can go and purchase that. And actually, I could do that, is take all your keywords, put them in the grinder, and then kind of like telling you which one has any kind of traffic. And what it's going to do now is it's going to actually look at that specific keyword. And okay, got it. So what it's telling us is it's got an 11,000 to 30,000 searches on a monthly basis. It's a pretty decent thing. Difficulty is 43 out of 100, which means that it's below the 50 mark. Anything above 50 is really, really tough in terms of competition. I prefer to go for the keywords that are in the 20 to 30s because they're easier to get. But I still would say, you know what, you got to go after Life Coach. You know, I mean, if this is your thing, it talks about the opportunity of the keyword, and it talks about the potential. So it's got a great potential to actually rank and work in there if you just work at it. And it's just giving you also Life Coach salary, Life Coach certification. See, it's picking up again those keywords, and it's telling you the traffic. Go ahead.
What's the difference between opportunity and potential?
The opportunity, so a score from 0 to 100 estimate the relative click-through rate of organic rep results. So it's basically is how many times they think that someone is going to be clicking on your link. So it gives you actually a low opportunity because there's such a large volume of people that are going to be advertising for that, then your opportunity has decreased. The potential is that there is an enormous opportunity for you to go in there, and I would say that you want to look at the opportunity that's actually fairly low. It's not exciting for me to see an opportunity. I think that this is the type of keywords that I would say, okay, you're going to have it in there, but your chances to rank for that it's going to be geographically located. Like at the national or state level, it is going to be a really tough battle. Okay. So that's what it is. So we use those tools to identify now the keywords, because when you're looking at that in Google does not tell you the volume of a keyword. It doesn't tell you the difficulty of a keyword, and it doesn't tell you the opportunity and the potential of it. So that's the thing that you don't have, because if we were working with you professionally, we would identify about 20 to 30 keywords, and out of those 20 to 30 keywords, we would pick the 10 best that we think we have a shot to rank, and then we would go after that. So this is the type of information that someone is not going to hire an SEO firm is not going to know. But the chances are, again, is that if you do the work the way I told you to do the work, it is going to help you tremendously. Okay, so that's the keyword research. I think this is really important for all of you. The step 2 now that you have that information is you need to go and optimize your website. So the good news is Sara chose WordPress. Give me high five. There you go. High five for choosing WordPress, because WordPress is, in my opinion, one of the best CMS for small businesses that is available. There's a whole bunch of stuff, but every time I go around, I see, by the way, Wix is awful. There's quite a few others out there. The web builder from GoDaddy is same thing. You get what you pay for. They're cheap and they're crap. Okay, and by the way, WordPress is not significantly more expensive, but it gives you a world of a difference. And one of the things that Sara, you're gonna get a second high five. She put in the Yoast plugin, this little plugin right there, which is called Yoast. Yoast, Yoast plugin. You need to have your web developer put that in there. That is really important. That was the first thing that I looked at, and if it wasn't there, I was going to ask you permission to install it. I didn't know if you knew that it was there, but it's actually awesome. So now I'm going to go into Pages, and we're going to go into the optimization part of it, and I'm going to be looking for the homepage, and we're going to optimize your homepage. We're going to make it right. By the way, you see the little gray dots here? Right there from Yoast. It's telling you your content hasn't been optimized and everything. So let's get to the so we just found the Yoast, and I went to the bottom of the page, and at the bottom of the page, once you've installed Yoast, you will see this little snippet here, and this is why I picked up here, and I'm going to give you the thing, and that's the first clue that I had. I don't have a website is optimized. I look at that, and immediately what I see out there for all the websites that are not optimized, I see the first word being home. And from an SEO standpoint, the joke is if you are advertising for anything related to home, you nailed it. But obviously, that's not our case. She actually is trying to advertise life coach. So I was like, okay, right away I knew okay, I need to talk to Sara and I need to tell her, here's what you need to do, and then you'll get the benefit from that. The second thing I see is Get Gutsy Goddess. That is your brand. From my standpoint, from an SEO, it has zero value. It has a value if you're Nike and you have brand recognition, but you have to wait to go. So I think it's great that you have a brand and it's called Get Gutsy Goddess. That is your brand. But right now, you haven't earned that leverage of brand recognition. It doesn't mean anything. If I go in the street and it says, do you know Get Gutsy? Nobody knows, right? I mean, it's the same thing for me, by the way. Do you know Add Mini Solution? People are like, I don't. So it has zero value for that. So you got to build your brand. So the first thing we're going to do is, we're going to go right here, and it's going to give us the opportunity to edit it. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to say life coach. And then, would you rather advertise? I mean, you're on Lake Worth, but would you rather go after West Palm Beach market than the Lake Worth market?
Yeah,
okay, great. So, Life Coach, West, Palm, if I could spell it, Beach. And now you can see I have the little orange bar. So, I still have room. So, what I can say here is I can use a different. By the way, anxiety coach, is that a big thing that you do in your firm, anxiety?
I would say for women maybe. Or I'm wondering if adding the word holistic works, or if it should just be life coach.
That's something that we would have to search, but we're going to do it together because I think it's great. Okay. So holistic is 2 L's or 1 L? Okay.
HOLISTIC.
Holistic coaching. Now we're using a different word, so it's not coach, but it's coaching. So now in terms of Google, we have life and coaching in the same line, and we have West Palm Beach. Holistic coaching for women.
Yes.
There you go. Woo! Give me 5. Another 5.
Yay.
For women. Perfect. We nailed it. Now, we have a description here. So this is really important where we need to work on that. So here's what I would say. Sara Dochterman. Okay, help me with this.
Dochterman.
I knew I was missing. Sara Dochterman is a life coach, and then I would say specializing in holistic coaching for women dealing with anxiety,
stress, anxiety, dissatisfaction,
anxiety, and
There's no hyphen.
There's no hyphen. There's 2 S's.
Yep.
Satisfaction. And then here's what I would do.
And who want to...
No, that's too much.
That's
So
too
now
much.
this is the thing where, see, I'm getting the green bar now, so I've reached that.
Okay.
Here's what I would do. Is give me the phone number.
561
561
533
533
0948.
0948. Now look at this. See, this is what people are going to be looking at when they're searching for Google. Now let me show it to you right here, right? Life coach in West Palm Beach. It's getting warm that I stopped the AC, right? Life coach in West Palm Beach. We stopped the AC because we could hear it was just too loud. Look at that. So here's what you're seeing, life coaching. So this is actually thumbtack therapist, but let's just find, yeah, there you go. See her? Mm-hmm. So that is a competitor. So look at that. It says LSS Harmony Life Coaching. So LLS Harmony has 0 value for me. Doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like from that standpoint, you can look at it. And then it says her name, Sophie Scover Frabota. But again, okay, it's great that I know her name. But again, it doesn't have value because it's not talking about what I need. Right. The difference between this one and that one, Life Coach West Palm Beach, Holistic Coaching for Women. You have just said, yeah, this is for me.
Right. And
now look at that. It says Dochterman is a life coach specializing in holistic coaching for women dealing with stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. In the phone number, look at the difference right here with LS. So life coach West Palm Beach, LLS Harmony Coaching, use an easy to understand approach that is 100% holistic as well through a 3-phase and then ... So it's cut off. Yours won't be cut up and the phone number is there. You put them side by side. Which one do you call?
Got it.
Is that easy? You get it, guys? I mean, it's just not complicated. So, by the way, this is going to kind of wrap up this in terms of SEO. This is really what you need to do if you're going to be doing it on your own. At least know the tricks, and you need to have. So now, the thing that you need to know is that you need to have a minimum of 800 words of content per page. So you're going to need to have in your website, you're going to need to have a page per piece of content. And that's the other trick that you need to know. So you need to have a page about life coaching. You need to have a page about anxiety. You need to have a page of content for each one of them. Each of those pages needs to be unique, and each of those pages need to have all those keywords.
Got it.
And then at the top, it says life coaching in West Palm Beach. anxiety coach in West Palm Beach, holistic, whatever, you put the thing, each one of them, every single one has to be unique. You cannot have a repeat. And then you have the page of content, 800 words of content, targeting a specific geographical area with those keywords around anxiety, and you're going to be ranking in about a couple of months. Your website is going to be all over the place, just simply because you've done the right thing. You ready to do it?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
High five. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Antoine.
time.
Thank you.